So, we welcome all the assembled devotees. And thank you for being with us this morning to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 11th. Oh, okay, you are right. What did I say? 11th, canto 9th, chapter 11th, text number 1. And also today is, as I already gave a little indication, and I'm sure you heard the announcement this morning, today is Srila Jiva Goswami's Disappearance Day festival. So we'll do Bhagavatam verse, and also we must remember Srila Jiva Goswami. Today is a very special day. Okay, so please repeat. Sri Shuka Vacha Bhagavan Atmanatmanam Rama Uttama Kalpakaihi Sarvadeva Mayam Devam Ije Athacharyavan Makhaihi. Sri Shuka Vacha. Sri Shukadeva Goswami said, Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Atmana, by Himself, Atmanam, Himself, Ramaha, Lord Ramachandra, Uttama Kalpakaihi, with very opulent paraphernalia, Sarvadeva Mayam, the heart and soul of all the demigods. Devam, the Supreme Lord Himself. Ije, worshipped. Atha, thus. Acharyavan, under the guidance of an Acharya. Makhai, by performing sacrifices. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada. Sukadeva Goswami said, therefore, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ramachandra, accepted an Acharya and performed sacrifices, yajnas, with opulent paraphernalia. Thus he himself worshipped himself, for he is the Supreme Lord of all demigods. Purport. Sarva arhanam achyuteja. If Achyuta, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is worshipped, then everyone is worshipped. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 4:31-14, Yatha taror mula nisechanena trapyanti tad skanda bhujopashakha prana pranopaharascha yathendriyanam tathaiva sarvarnam achyuteja. As pouring water on the root of the tree nourishes the trunk, branches, twigs, and leaves, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead satisfies the demigods who are part of that Supreme Personality. Performing yajna involves worshipping the Supreme Lord. Here the Supreme Lord worshipped the Supreme Lord. Therefore it is said, Bhagavan Atmana Atmanam Ije. The Lord worshipped himself by himself. This does not, of course, justify Mayavad philosophy, by which one thinks himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The jiva, the living entity, is always different from Supreme Lord. The living entities, Vibhinamsha, never become one with the Lord, although Mayavadis sometimes imitate the Lord's worship of himself. Lord Krishna meditated upon himself every morning as a grahastha, and similarly Lord Ramachandra performed yagyas to satisfy himself. But this does not mean that an ordinary living being should imitate the Lord by accepting the process of ahangraha upasana. Such unauthorized worship is not recommended herein. Okay, Sri Shukha Vacha, Bhagavan Atmana Atmanam Ramuttama Kalpakaihi Sarvadevamayam Devam Ije Atharcharyavan Makhaihi. Yeah, Lord Ramachandra rules the world is a chapter title here. Middle of the Bhagavatam, here is a Ramayana. Which Srila Shukdev Goswami has summarized just in 2 chapters. You have covered the first of those 2 chapters, wherein Lord being in the forest on exile, or that's covered, including all the way going to Sri Lanka, from Ayodhya to Lanka, whole thing on foot, doing Padayatra all over length, not the breadth, but the length of India, not breadth, the length. And he has killed Ravana. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Ho gaya kaam. That's why remembering the utterance of Sri Ram, ho gaya kaam. Everything is accomplished. And then Ram has returned to Ayodhya, and wherein he is going to reside for almost 11,000 years. Dasa Sahasra, Dasa Shatani Cha, Ramayana said. Dasa Sahasra, Dasa Shatani Cha, 10,000 and one more thousand. Like that. 11,000 years. And so those pastimes, Ram being in Ayodhya, Ram as Raja Ram, the king of Ayodhya, and that way, king of the whole world. This world has not seen king like Sri Ram. Na bhuto, na bhavishyati. Such ideal king. He's a Raja, he's a king. A Raja has a Praja, the citizens are Praja, Raja and Praja. So he's taking care of Praja, citizens, as his own Praja, his own family members. They are all his own. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. Hari Hari. So that Sri Ram here, we are reading. He is busy performing yagyas, makhaihi. Atha acharyavan makhaihi. Sri Ram performed sacrifices. No wonder. This is the Treta Yuga. How is Lord worshipped in Treta Yuga? By performance of yagyas. Tretayam yajato makhaihi krate dhyayato Vishnum. In Satya Yuga, he is worshipped by dhyan, the meditation. Tretayam yajato makhai. Dvapare paricharyayam. In Dvapar Yuga, offering worship. Kalautad hari kirtanat. And Hari Kirtan is dharma for the age of Kali. And this is how the world is programmed by the Lord. Every time Satya Yuga, get into meditation. Every time Treta Yuga, swaha, swaha, swaha. Yagyas must take place, and then deity worship. And as soon as Kali arrives, then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So, Rama, Ije. The verse says, Rama, Ramaha Ije. Ram worshipped. Who did he worship? Atmanam. Ram worshipped Ram. How did he worship? By Ram. Atmana. Ramena. Ramam Ije. Ram worshipped by Ram. Well, to do so is doing performing yagya. Uttama kalpakaihi. He is using the best of all the paraphernalia available. Yagya is a big thing, expensive also. Lots of preparations. the Uttama Kalpakaihi, he has organized best ingredients, paraphernalia, etc. And how is he worshipping Ram? Worshipping the Lord. And he's setting example that way. You have to worship the Lord. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnu aradhyate param. You have to worship the Lord. Now you are human beings. Should worship Radha Krishna. Otherwise, Janiya, Shuniya, Vishakha, you are going to be drinking poison. Better drink the nectar, worship. So he's setting an example like that. So, by performing yajna, he is worshipping the Lord. Now, yajna is also Lord. Ram is performing yajna. Haribol. By performance of yajna. Yajna, this fire and all that, yajna, the sacrifice, that is also Lord, called Yajna Purush, Yajna Purush. Yajnartha karma, anyatra karmano bandhanaha. Yajnartha? Yajnartha karma. Anyatra lokoyam karma. Yajnartha karma. All the karmas should be done for yajna. Yajnartham. For the purpose of yajna, all the activities should be performed. All the activities should be dedicated. Tad kurusum adarpanam. They should all be offered to yajna. So another name for the Lord is also yajna. He is Govindam Adi Purusham. He is Adi Purush and he is also Yajna Purush. Purush is personality. Personality of Godhead. Yajna Purush. Adi Purush. Purushottam. So Sri Ram is performing yajna. So yajna is also Ram himself, and that yajna is being performed by Sri Ram. So that way, Ram is worshipping Ram. Ram is worshipping Ram himself. This is Bhagavan Atmana Atmanam. Bhagavan, Supreme Lord Sri Ram. Atmana Atmanam Ije. He himself worshipped himself. And one element is missing. I haven't mentioned, it's there. And how did he worship? Or in order to worship, Sri Ram became Acharyavan. Ije atha Acharyavan Makhaihi. In order to perform fire sacrifice, in order to worship yajna by Sri Ram, he has become Acharyavan. Acharyavan Purusho Veda, a very big principle. One of the Upanishad, I don't remember which Upanishad. Acharyavan Purusho Veda. If you want to know the Lord, and you want to serve or worship the Lord? Acharyavan. First of all, you have to become Acharyavan. You have to have Acharya. Then you become Acharyavan. As soon as you have Jnana, as soon as you have knowledge, then what you become? What do you become? Jnanavan. As soon as you have some wealth, you become Dhanavan. Like that, so many words like that. So as soon as you have Acharya, you become Acharyavan. And as you have Acharya, then Acharyavan Purusha Veda. The knowing. Vedesha sarver aham eva vedyaha. I am to be known by studying all the Vedas, but they are to be taught by Acharya. So Sri Ram also has set that example while he is worshipping himself. He is worshipping himself, but he hasn't kept that Acharya out of the picture. Acharya has to be there. Otherwise, worship cannot be complete, cannot proceed, cannot be completed, cannot happen successfully. So, Acharyavan Makhaihi. So, for performing yagyas, he has accepted Acharya. And so everyone must have Acharya. Tasmad Gurum Prapaddeta. Guru or Acharya. So we all have become, I think you are all Acharyavan, me included. We are all Acharyavan. Beginning with the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. They are our Acharyas. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, he gave us Acharyas. He came with a big battalion of Acharyas. All his associates were Sangopangastra Parshadam. All those, his Angas and Upangas and all these Parikars, all these Parshads, all these associates. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used them to do what? Dharma samsthapanarthaya. In order to establish dharma, Lord appears to establish dharma. And in order to establish dharma, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared with so many devotees. Unlimited number of acharyas or devotees, and they have acted as acharyas. So amongst all those, the 6 Goswamis those are the big names, Shad Goswamis. Nana Shastra Vichari Naika Nipuno Sadharma Samsthapako. So what have these acharyas done? Nana Shastra Vichari Naika Nipuno. First of all, they compiled also lots of books, lot of scriptures in pursuance of the Vedic version. Compiled so many shastras. And they were very expert nipun. And then they would sit and have Ishtagostis, sit in the courtyard, the side courtyard of Radha Damodar temple, and they would have Shastrarth. They would discuss Shastras. What is the purpose? Dharma samsthapan. Establishing dharma. Dharma sthapana hetu sadhura vyavahar is another statement. I want to talk about Jiva Goswami. I started. I'm getting there. Heading in that direction. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once said, she said that in Mathura, that dharma samsthapana hetu sadhura vyavahar. All the activities and the dealings of the sadhus are for the purpose of dharma samsthapan, to establish the principles of religion. They act. Whatever they do, all their vyavahar, all their dealings, all their talks and walks, they walk the talk. To do what? Dharma samsthapana hetu. So Shad Goswamis, so that is what they did on behalf of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or they assisted Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in establishing dharma of the age of Kali, which is Krishna consciousness. So, among 6 of them, known as Shad Goswamis, Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghu Jagau Sri Jiva Gopalakau. In a batch of 2, a pair means 2, right? They are mentioned like that. Vande means I offer my obeisances unto who? Vande, aham vande. Vande Rupa Sanatan, that's one team. Vande Rupa Sanatana, I offer my obeisances. Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghu Jagau, Raghu Yuga. Raghu, that's Raghu. Yuga, that's 2. I offer my obeisances to 2 Raghus. Who are the 2 Raghus? Raghunath Das Goswami and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami. And Jiva Gopalakau, Jiva Goswami and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. We offer our obeisances. This is how Srinivas Acharya kindly he compiled this Goswamyastak, and he is glorifying 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan in those prayers. So of the 6, Jiva Goswami was the youngest of all. So today, was 1596, year 1596, 98. Today, at Radha Damodar temple, where he was a caretaker and worshipper of Radha Damodar, he departed on this day. Hari Hari. Later on, our Srila Prabhupada, because everyone is Prabhupada also. Rupa Goswami Prabhupada and Jiva Goswami Prabhupada and Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. So we say our Prabhupada. This Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He also stayed at Radha Damodar temple, at Jiva Goswami's temple. And so that's Srila Prabhupada's Jiva Goswami connection. He was closely connected with Jiva Goswami when he's planning the future or the foundation of ISKCON. Anyway, who am I? I'm just nobody. But first time ever I came to Vrindavan, and the first temple I visited was also Radha Damodar. No wonder, because Prabhupada, 72 Prabhupada he had arrived in Vrindavan to do the first ever Kartik festival. So we had come. So, and then I had darshan of the first deity I saw in Vrindavan was Radha Damodar. And then I saw Mayacharya Prabhupada also. He was there in that temple. So I have some bonds of affection, and I have some fond memories of Radha Damodar temple and Jiva Goswami, and we did the circumambulate temple, Radha Damodar, and the Samadhi of Jiva Goswami, and then Rupa Goswami also. Jiva Goswami he was, also a little different from other five Goswamis in the sense that he had very little or no interaction with Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Others had spent years, especially Raghunath Das Goswami. He spent a lot of time with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. And others also had opportunity to be with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for a good amount of time. But Jiva Goswami, when Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also along with Nityanand Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, visited Ramakeli, and his purpose was to meet Rupa and Sanatan. And this is after Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's taking sannyas, and after his South India tour. Then he had gone to the tour of East India, Bengal, East Bengal, West Bengal, and then he goes to Ramkeli to meet Rupa and Sanatan. No other business he had. And everyone was wondering, why Ramkeli? Why Ramkeli? Why is he going to Ramkeli? So when Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Rupa and Sanatan, Jiva Goswami was just born. This was 1513, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited Ramkeli, and there is some mention that Jiva Goswami was born the same year. But there's also mentioned that Jiva Goswami was not even boy, he was a baby. So he was already born and he had seen Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So then there's some little controversy about this. Yeah, Jiva Goswami's birth year, was it 1513, or he was a couple of years old, so maybe it was 1511, 1512. Anyway, he had a darshan kind of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Tarup, Sanatan and Anupam, they were three brothers. And Jiva Goswami is son of Anupam. Rup and Anupam, they were headed for Vrindavan Dhamake. That is where they wanted to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but that did not happen. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was too fast. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had already visited Vrindavan and he was going back to Jagannath Puri, and now while he was at Prayag, that is where Rupa and Anupam met Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurat Vishay Namaha. This prayer, for first time ever, composed and offered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by Rup and Anupam. They were both offering this prayer. Dante Trinadhari was holding straw in between their teeth, means with all their humility, they were offering full dandavats, and they would get up and say, Namo Mahavadanyaya, and then fall flat, and they would get up, Namo Mahavadanyaya. So the father of Jiva Goswami also was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hari Hari. But then Anupam, he died. He left his body during that tour on the bank of Ganga. When the news reached Ramkeli, news reached Jiva Goswami. He was just a boy, but he was very much affected by this news. And all the spirit of vairagya and the detachment, and he wanted nothing to do with this world. And he developed this spirit of detachment, and he did not want to be the part of the family and the world anymore, and he wanted to join Hare Krishna movement. Something happens, right, in your life, and then, okay, I'm going to join. I'm just going. So Jiva Goswami made up his mind. And he had affection for especially Srimad Bhagavatam from his early childhood. And he had already started worshipping Krishna Balaram. He was a worshipper of Krishna Balaram in his hometown, at home. And then they wanted to leave home. So he kind of tricked, they say, tricked his mother. No, I want to go to my maternal uncle's place. And he boarded a boat, and he ended up in Navadvip, Dhamake. Upon arrival there, he comes to a house of Srinivas, Srivas. Pandits in Mayapur. And upon entering the house of Srivas, he had audience of Nityanand Prabhu. He immediately surrendered and realized, you are Balaram, you are Balaram. Please accept me, I surrender to you. And Balaramo Hoila Nitai, he had become now Nitai. He accepted Jiva Goswami. And he became the guide, the friend, the philosopher of Jiva Goswami. Nityanand Prabhu brought Jiva Goswami to Yoga Peeth to meet Sachi Mata. It is Sachi Mata. So Jiva Goswami had a darshan of Sachi Mata. And all this time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Jagannath Puri. He has taken sannyas and all that has already happened. And Vishnu Priya cooked for Jiva Goswami. And Nityanand Prabhu also that day. And they had sumptuous prasad, they relished, cooked by Sachi Mata, Vishnu Priya. And then Nityanand Prabhu gave a tour of Navadip Mandal to Jiva Goswami. This is Simanta Dweep, Madhya Dweep, like that. Kola Dweep, Rudra Dweep, all these 9 Dweepas. This is Antar Dweep. So Nityanand Prabhu became a guide of Jiva Goswami. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has his Navadip Dham Mahatmya, the Parikrama Khand. He talks of this tour. Chaitanya Nityanand Prabhu gave tour to Jiva Goswami. This is, and we get to hear, or we are guided the way Nityanand Prabhu was guiding Jiva Goswami during that tour. Then next instruction. So Jiva Goswami had more association of Nityanand Prabhu than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You go to Banaras and study Sanskrit and Shastras, especially Sanskrit. So Jiva Goswami left for Banaras. He became a student of Vidya Vachaspati, Madhusudan Vidya Vachaspati. I think he's said to be disciple of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Jiva Goswami became his student, and very quickly he learned the entire Vyakaran, grammar part, and Nyaya, the logic. Siksha and pronunciation. And their next destination was Vrindavan Dham. He comes to Vrindavan. He was 20 years old when he now officially and formally joined Krishna consciousness movement of Rupa and Sanatan, his uncles, had started. So he approached Sanatan Goswami, please accept me as your disciple. And Sanatan Goswami refused out of humility, said, no, you better go to Rupa. Then he goes to Rupa Goswami, and there were some trials and testing, and it wasn't easy to become disciple of Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami was pleased and accepted Jiva Goswami as his disciple. Hari Hari. Well, the times passed by, he has the other Goswamis, they left one by one. They joined the dancing party of Radha and Krishna. They all gradually became Nitya Leela Pravishta. Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari joined Radha Shyam Sundar, and Sanatan Goswami, Rati Manjari joined, and Gurjiva Goswami was a Vilas Manjari, and he is kind of left behind. So there was a time, Jiva Goswami is the guardian of the whole Gaudiya Sampradaya, is protected, guarded, preserved. He is kind of in charge, Jiva Goswami, while others, they had departed or they're getting older. So Jiva Goswami was in command of the Gaudiya Vaishnavism on the planet, in the world, in Vrindavan, and everywhere. Jiva Goswami is known for, this world has not seen scholar, learned person like Jiva Goswami. Number of books he wrote, some 25 books, and he compiled 400,000 verses, slokas. Only person comes closer who had accomplished such the compilation of big number of verses is none other than Srila Vyasadeva. So amongst the learned scholars, even contemporary learned scholars, those who really know, they know that Jiva Goswami was distinguished scholar. The quality and the content and the volume of what he compiled. Shada Sandarbhas, this is kind of best of his contributions. And Krama Sandarbha, the commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam, all the 12 cantos he comments upon. Gopal Champu, Purva Champu, and then Uttar Champu, Lord's pastime in Vrindavan, the Lord's pastimes in Mathura and Dwaraka, Harinamamrit Vyakran, and on and on and on, and so many other tikas. Really. So he has become, he's our Acharya. Acharyavan, Purusho Veda. If you want to know the Lord, you need Acharya, Acharyavan. Become Acharyavan, then you will know. So Srila Jiva Goswami has become our Acharya. By the causeless merciful arrangement of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in that parampara, of course, Srila Prabhupada has introduced us to all these previous acharyas, including Srila Jiva Goswami, he was very, very popular. His name and fame had spread. Ebeyash Goshik Tribhuvana, all over the planet, or in three worlds. The emperor of those times was a Muslim emperor, Akbar. Probably you have heard the name Akbar. He was ruling India. He was emperor. When he heard the glories of Jiva Goswami, and then he had come to have audience, have darshan of Jiva Goswami. And may I do something for you? The emperor wanted to serve, assist Jiva Goswami. So why not? So he spent a lot of wealth in building temples, including Radha Damodar temple and some other temples, building temples, renovation of temples, the Grantha Bhandar, something called Grantha Bhandar, the whole library of all the Gaudiya Vaishnava literature, all Goswami's compilations, shastras, they were to be preserved, protected. So this Emperor Akbar, he gave a big contribution so that these granthas are protected, preserved. So he was Acharya and everyone was turning to him to take lessons in Krishna consciousness. Or even other acharyas or other spiritual masters were directing their disciples, you go and you become a student of Jiva Goswami. Like Narottam, he became disciple of Lokanath Goswami. Okay, I will initiate you or give you diksha. For Siksha, go to Jiva Goswami, become his student. Srinivasa Acharya, he was a disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Okay, you go, become student of Jiva Goswami. Hridaya Chaitanya in Bengal. His disciple was Dukhi Krishna. When he came to Vrindavan, he became Sukhi. And he was given new name by Jiva Goswami, I understand. Your name is Shamanand. So the Shyamanand, disciple of Hridaya Chaitanya, Gauridas Pandit's disciple is Hridaya Chaitanya, his disciple is Dukhi Krishna, who became known as Shyamanand. And this Shyamanand becomes student of Jiva Goswami, like that. Okay, after the first batch of the six Goswamis, they were like a guardian of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And when they were departing, getting older, that at one time Jiva Goswami was in command. And after Jiva Goswami, then the batch of these three, called Acharya Traya. There are three Acharyas. Shyamanand, Narottam, and Srinivas Acharya. They became Acharyas of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. And they were all students of Jiva Goswami. And in order to preach and propagate the cult, Prabhupada sometimes, cult of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Jiva Goswami had instructed them, take all these scriptures from the Gaudiya Vaishnava literature, load that into the carts, and bring them to Bengal. This was... So they were going to travel from Vrindavan to Bengal with all the scriptures. And this was order and part of his vision and mission, Jiva Goswami's vision and mission for propagation of Krishna consciousness, propagate the knowledge in these scriptures. So that they are Jiva Goswami. I should not. That means there's a lot more. I'm just. That refers to what I said here. That Jiva Goswami. Which Goswami? Whatever I had been saying. But there's not just that. There's much more. And that Jiva Goswami. He departed on this day. Jayanilo Premadhan. Jayanilo Premadhana. Karuna Prachur. Ena Prabhu Kota Gela. Acharya Thakur. So, J. Anilo Premadhan, one who brought Premadhan to this world and handed out. They were charitable and they were giving charities of their dhan, wealth, and making us dhanya, or richer, enriched. Our lives could become enriched by the wealth that these six Goswamis, Srila Jiva Goswami has left behind. So that Jiva Goswami, Heno Prabhu Kotha Gela, where has he gone? All the question is raised, where has he gone? It is not that we do not know where he has gone. Question should be, why has he gone? Why did he leave? We know where he went. His Vilas Manjari, so where does Vilas Manjari go? doesn't go to Moscow after, it doesn't go to another body and round and up and down, samsara. That's not where these great souls go, so we know where he went. The question is, why did he? He could have stayed on till today. Why did he leave suddenly? Why did he suddenly go? So that's our shok, lamentation. So this day, as it is said and understood, is a day, disappearance days of our acharyas, make us the shok and harsh is a cause for lamentation and cause for jubilation also. Jubilation because they went back to Krishna. They are with Krishna. Lamentation is we missed the bus. We wish we were there while he was also on the planet. Anyway, his Vapu has gone. Yeah, that's amazing also. He's Manjari, but he has a body of a male form. All these Goswamis are female. They are all gopis and manjaris, the body of a man. But inside them is all gopi bhav, manjari bhav. So they have left the Vani behind, the words behind, their instructions behind, description of Krishna behind, or how to understand Bhagavatam better, all that knowledge, they have left that behind. And the books are the basis. Books are the basis. So Jiva Goswami's books are also the basis. Or Prabhupada has included all Acharya's Vani, Gauravani, in his books, in his purports. So we could study his books, Srila Prabhupada's books, and if you want to know me, what did Prabhupada say? If you want to know me, read my books. Could we not say the same thing regarding Jiva Goswami? If you want to know Jiva Goswami, do what? Read his books. You want to know? You want to know? And so far my books would get distributed, I will never die. If the books are being distributed, Prabhupada said, the books are being distributed, I'll be alive. I'm living. I'm there. Or I'm there in the form of my books. So that Prabhupada said also applies to Jiva Goswami's books. So let us read Jiva Goswami's books, distribute his books. Let's read Prabhupada's books and distribute my books. So this way, by reading Prabhupada's book and distributing Srila Prabhupada's books, we also distribute Jiva Goswami, spread the glories of Jiva Goswami around, and we also get association of Jiva Goswami that way. Hari Hari. So let's pray to Jiva Goswami or Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par, tomara shakati ache, ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna bali, dhai tava pache pache. This could be one prayer also. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite par. You have Krishna, you have Jiva Goswami, Prabhupada. You have Jiva Goswami, he has Krishna. And you are competent to give that Krishna to me. And look at me, Amito Kangal. I'm just bankrupt. I'm just bereft of Krishna consciousness. And hence I'm running after you, oh Jiva Goswami, oh Jiva Goswami, or wherever you are. Dhai tava pache pache. Hoping that you would give us Krishna prem. We are running after you, we are remembering you. We are offering our prayers at your lotus feet. Srila Jiva Goswami Tirabhav Tithi Mahotsava ki Jai, Radha Damodar ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada's Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Bhagavad-Gita, Jayanti Marathon ki, Gaur Premanande.